There has never been a greater time than now to invest in the Metro Detroit area, and there is no other investment firm better qualified than Platinum Real Estate Holdings. With 40 years experience and over 1,000 homes sold, let Platinum Real Estate Holdings assist you with the purchase of a city-certified home of the highest quality, turnkey properties, screen renters, yielding instant cash flow. Well, what are you waiting for? Call or visit us online today. Welcome to the weekly recap for the week of March 20th. In today's recap, we're going to share information from a Forbes contributor about why Warren Buffett bought a Sears-Focused REIT. And lastly, we'll talk about the Wayne County judge's decision to deny Moroun's bid to delay bridge construction. This week's recap begins now. Legendary investor Warren Buffett owns shares of a REIT that owns a large majority of buildings leased to Sears Holding. In December 2015, Buffett disclosed an 8.02% stake in Seritage Realty Group, SRG, roughly 2 million shares valued at $70.6 million at the time. Sure, it's pocket change for Buffett, who's worth $78.6 billion according to Forbes, but the billionaire rarely invests in REITs, and his strict value investing diet seems to be on the higher end of the risk curve, much more speculative than his original investing motif. It's hard to argue with Buffett, though. Shares in SRG have returned more than 25% since he became a shareholder, a stake now worth close to $100 million. But why would one of the wealthiest investors in America roll the dice by betting on a REIT that is running out of money? That's right, running out of money. Sears is a sinking ship. Eddie Lampert is a hedge fund titan that is best known for his big bet in Sears, in which he has undertaken a key role as the CEO since 2013, hoping to deliver an outsized value by spinning off the retailer's assets. By breaking apart the pieces, Lampert has become an investment banker of sorts, unloading businesses such as Land's End, Sears Canada, and Sears Hometown. In 2015, he decided to create a REIT that serves like a bank, essentially obtaining $2.7 billion in capital for Sears in return for a promise to pay in the form of a large-scale leaseback. Billionaire Lampert, worth $2 million according to Forbes, and his hedge fund have essentially created a bank for Sears, except instead of securing the Sears-owned real estate, he has created a vehicle, Seritage Growth Properties, to generate liquidity, to keep Sears afloat. Recently, Sears reported widening fourth quarter losses and plummeting same-store sales. The struggling retailer's losses grew nearly 5% to $607 million in the fourth quarter, and same-store sales fell 10.3%. Sears is burning through cash, causing Fitch to ring alarm bells while rating the company's debt at CC and downgrading Sears Roebuck Acceptance Corp's unsecured notes to C. So why would Buffett invest in a sinking ship? Seritage exists for the sole purpose of monetizing properties for Sears to survive. Lampert is the largest shareholder of Sears and Seritage, so he is essentially the landlord and the tenant. CRG appears to be ramping up its development pipeline in order to maximize third-party NOI before a potential bankruptcy event at Sears Holding. Fitch believes there's a 40% chance that Sears could file bankruptcy in 2017. And if that occurs, Seritage will have to scramble. Over the years, I have learned that Buffett likes to be in control. And while his investment in Seritage is small, he is speculating that Sears will last a few more innings. Given the odds of Sears' survival, the capital drain at Seritage, it may be a good time for Buffett to cash in his chips. Mr. Market is ignoring the most obvious catalyst that Sears is likely to file bankruptcy, and Seritage management should be taking advantage of the premium valuation. Clearly, Buffett views Seritage as a value-add real estate play, but he surely knows that Eddie Lampert is in control, and value investors like Buffett should know that he who has the gold makes all the rules. Next up, a Wayne County judge on Wednesday denied Ambassador Bridge owner Matty Moroun's request to dismiss condemnation proceedings on properties he owns in the pathway of a new Detroit River Bridge. The defendants have a long history of taking action to delay the building of the Gordie Howe International Bridge, Wayne County Circuit Judge Chief Judge Robert Colombo Jr. said. This is just another example of their attempt to delay construction of this bridge. Moroun's legal team, led by former Attorney General Mike Cox, asked the judge to dismiss the Michigan Department of Transportation's condemnation proceedings on 17 Moroun-owned properties in southwest Detroit until the Michigan Court of Claims hears another Moroun lawsuit challenging the legality of the project. Cox had argued that MDOT's condemnation of Moroun's land in the pathway of a new bridge and toll and customs plaza could not be adjudicated in circuit court, while Moroun's companies are contesting the legality of the condemnation in a different courtroom. In early December, MDOT offered a Moroun company $11.5 million for a portion of his 42-acre Central Transport trucking terminal on Jefferson Avenue, up to one-third of the 300-bay trucking terminal and a fuel station at the facility may need to be demolished to make way for the bridge's landing ramps. 6 Moroun-owned companies with property in Delray filed a lawsuit on December 29th against Rick Snyder, MDOT, and the Michigan Strategic Fund, contending the condemnation proceedings are illegal because the legislature never authorized construction of the bridge. The lawsuit was filed 5 days before MDOT's deadline for Moroun companies to accept the agency's good faith offer for the properties it is buying on behalf of the Windsor-Detroit Bridge Authority, which is overseeing the $4.5 billion infrastructure project. Colombo called the lawsuit a preemptive strike, agreeing with MDOT's private attorney that Moroun ran to the Court of Claims to get ahead of a condemnation lawsuit being filed in Wayne County Circuit Court. Moroun companies are among a handful of businesses that have rejected MDOT's purchase offers for land the agency needs to build the bridge and plaza. But unlike Moroun, most of the other business owners are trying to get more money out of MDOT for their property and relocation costs. Mark Zasmer, a special assistant attorney general representing MDOT, argued Wednesday in court that the condemnation process favors property owners if a case goes to jury trial. There's a reason why Michigan's eminent domain statute has been recognized as probably one of the most property owner-friendly statutes in the country in terms of compensation, said Zasmer, a shareholder at the Farmington Hills law firm Zasmer, August, and Caldwell, P.C. Zasmer, who helped author the state's eminent domain laws, said the expanded rights of property owners to more money for their property comes with a trade-off that government agencies can get quick access to the property for public infrastructure projects. The trade was simple. In exchange for all those extraordinary protections that a property owner was given on their money, the agency was given one thing and one thing only, and that is that public projects are not going to be held up by a single owner, whether it was for money for some other purpose, Zasmer said. After Colombo made his ruling in MDOT's favor, Zasmer predicted Moroun would run to the Court of Appeals. Cox asked Colombo to stay his ruling pending an appeal in the Michigan Court of Appeals. The judge denied the request and again cited Moroun's long history in attempting to frustrate the construction of a new bridge to Canada. Well, that's this week's recap. Did you find this recap helpful or interesting? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for listening and have a great day. This has been your weekly real estate investment news recap. Did you find this recap helpful? Please like or comment below this video to enter to win a free copy of our ebook, The Ultimate Real Estate Guide for Residential Real Estate Investments. You can also subscribe to our channel or go to our website to receive the latest in real estate news. Our website also affords you the opportunity to view our latest turnkey properties.